at Nike, a few of the numbers were a miss for the last quarter, and of course that massive outlook downgrade. The chief executive John Donahoe wants to frame this year that we're in now as a turnaround year, but with expecting revenue to fall mid single digits, just sort of shows it's a very slow turnaround. And what they point to is their lifestyle, as you guys mentioned, things like Air Force Ones, the shoes that we wear day to day, doing really poorly, particularly on the online channels. And they're also pointing to macroeconomic uncertainty. But as you said, it's these lifestyle brands that Adidas is doing much better on, and other brands are doing much better on, and Nike is just lagging behind. And for them, the key to turnaround is innovation. I also compare it to other consumer goods turnaround stories, and they do kind of happen a bit faster because, yes, some of it is innovation and getting products quickly to consumers, but a lot of it is just marketing. And if you've changed your what Donahoe refers to as the story and have deeper stories, and if you're basically convincing consumers you're cool, if that tends to happen quicker. And it hasn't been for Nike.
Dasha, we're talking a lot about this morning about where China falls into this whole narrative. I'm looking it up on the terminal. Just the China story makes up about 15% of Nike's revenue. That is a bit of an outsized exposure relative to some of its peers. Where does Nike stand on that? Walk us through it.
Yeah, I think growth in the quarter is about 4%, which wasn't too bad and obviously above the average. But if you compare it to expectations for Adidas, it's much lower. And also, China's this quite volatile market in terms of geopolitics, because you have these years when international brands face boycotts over there. So I think it could be worse, i.e. it could be like some of its other markets, but it's certainly not saving Nike, and it isn't kind of the solution. The solution appears to be to have winning products and to be able to compete in bits like running. So that's why Nike is launching a new Pegasus shoe this month, and they're saying that this is new technology and it's going to win over runners. But it's such a competitive space because it's not just Adidas; it's it's ASICS, it's Hoka. So we'll see if they can really convince the shopper to come back to Nike.